A blast, wouldn't you agree? Let's end this night with Final Acts 3.
No, sir, I live by the church.
Art thou a churchman?
No such matter, sir. I live by the church, for I do live at my house, and my house does stand by the church.
So thou mayst say, King lies by a beggar, if a beggar don't dwell near him, or the church stands by thy tabor, if thy tabor stands by the church.
Thou hast said, sir, to see this age, a sentence is but a chivalric love of good wit. How quickly the wrong side may be turned outward.
Nay, that's certain, and they that dally with words might quickly make them wanton.
No, sir, my sister had no name, sir.
Why, man?
Because my sister's name is a word, sir, and to dally with that will make my sister wanton.
Thy reason, man?
Words are proven so false, and I am loath to reason with them.
I warrant thou art a merry fellow who cares for nothing.
Not so, sir. I do care as for something, but in my conscience, sir, I do not care for you. I would it could make you invisible.
Art thou not the Lady Olivia's fool?
Lady Olivia will keep no folly till she is married, as fools are to husbands, as chickens are to pilchards. The husband's the bigger.
I saw thee like the Count Orsino's.
Foolery does walk around the orb like the sun. It shines everywhere. I would be sorry, but the fool should be as off with your master as with my mistress. I think I saw your wisdom there.
Nay, and thou pass upon me. I'll no more with thee, but hold nor our expenses for thee.
By Jove, it is next commodity of hair, send thee a beard.
By my troth, I am almost sick for one. Why would not hairs grow on my chin? Is thy lady within?
Would not a pair of these have bred, sir?
Yes, being kept together and put to use.
I would play Lord Pandarus of Phaedra to bring this Cressida to this Troilus.
I understand you, sir. It is well begged.
I hope the matter is not grave, sir. Begging but a beggar. Cressida was a beggar. But I will construe who you are, what you would, and who you are out of my relative. I might say element, but the word is overwrought.
This fellow was wise enough to play, and to do that well craves a certain kind of wit. He must observe their mournfully jests, the quality of persons, and the time, and, like the haggard, check out every feather that comes before its eyes. This is a practice as full of labor as a wise man's art, for folly that he wisely shows his fit, which wise men, folly falling, quite tames their wit.
Save you, gentlemen.
I do, sir.
God, Marcia.
Et vous aussi, votre serviteur.
I hope so, sir. You are, and I'm yours. Will you encounter the house? My niece is desirous that you should enter if your trade be to her.
I am bound to your niece, sir. What I mean is, she's on my list of voyage.
Taste your legs, sir. Put into motion.
My legs, you better understand me, sir, than what I understand by you bidding me taste my legs.
I mean, to go, sir, to enter.
I will answer you with gate and entrance. Oh, we are prevented. Most excellent lady, may the heavens rain odors on you.
Ooh, they used to wear corsia. Rain all is well.
My matter hath no voice to your own most pregnant and vouchsafed ear.
Odors? Pregnant? Vouchsafe? I'll get them all three already.
Let the garden door be shut, and leave me to mine hearing. Give me your hand, sir.
My duty and most humble service.
What is your name?
Cesario is your servant's name, fair princess.
My servant, sir. 'Twas never a merry world since lowly training was called compliment. Your servant to the Count Orsino's.
And he is yours, and must his needs be yours. Your servant's servant is your servant,
For
madam.
his thoughts would they were blanks rather than filled.
I come to wet your gentle thoughts on his behalf.
Oh, by your leave, I pray you, I bid you never speak again of him. But if you were to undertake another suit, I'd rather hear you solicit than music from the street.
Dear lady.
Give me leave to beseech you. I did send, after the last incident, a ring and chased you. So did I abuse myself, my servant, and I fear me? You. Under your hard construction, I must stick to that which I forced upon you in a shameful cunning, which you knew none of yours. What might you think? Had you not set mine honor at the stake? To one of you receiving enough is shown. A cypress, not a bosom, hideth my heart. So let me hear you speak.
I pity you.
That's a degree to love.
No, 'tis not a grief, but a vulgar proof that very oft we pity
And
enemies.
then methinks it's time to smile again. O world, how apt the poor are to be proud. If one were to be the prey, how much better off to fall before the lion than the wolf. The cock upbraids me with the waste of time. Be not afraid, good youth, I will not have you. But yet when wit and youth come to harvest, your wife is alike to reap a proper man. There lies your way due west.
Then westward ho, grace and good disposition attend your ladyship. You'll nothing, madam, my lord by me.
Say go! Say I prithee stay.
That you think you are not what you are.
If I think so, I think the same of you.
Then you think right. I am not what I am.
I would you were as I would have you be.
Would it be better, madam, than I am? I wish it might, for now I am your fool.
Oh, what a deal of scorn looks beautiful in the contempt and anger in his lip. A murderer's guilt shows not itself more soon than love that may seem hid. Love's night is noon. Cesario, by the roses of spring, by maid of truth, honor, and everything, I love thee so, that larger all thy pride, nor wit nor reason can my passion hide. Do not extort thy reasons from this clause, for that I woo, thou therefore hast no cause. But rather reason thus with reason better, when sought is good, but given unsought is better.
My innocence, I swear, if by my youth I have one heart, one bosom, and one truth, as no woman has, nor never none shall mistress be of it, save I alone. So adieu, good madam. Nevermore will I my master's tears to you devour.
Yet come again, for thou perhaps mayest move that heart which now boys to like his love.
No, faith, thou stay not a jot longer.
Thy reason, dear Venom! Give thy reason!
You must need yield your reason, Sir Andrew.
Mary, I saw your niece do more favors than a count's servant made this year bestowed upon me. I saw it in the orchard.
Did she see thee, the wild old boy? Tell me that!
As plain as I see you now.
This was a great argument of love in her towards you.
What, you make an ass of me?
I will prove it legitimate, sir, upon the oaths of judgment and reason.
They were grand jurymen since before Noah was a sailor.
She did show favor to the youth only in your sight, to exasperate you, to awaken your dormouse valor, to put fire in your heart and brimstone in your liver. You should have then accosted her, and with some excellent jests, fire new from the mint, you should have banged the youth into dumbness. This was looked at by your hand, and this was bulged. The double guilt of this opportunity you let time wash off, and you have now sailed into the north of my lady's opinion, where you will hang like an icicle on a Dutchman's beard, unless you do redeem it by some laudable attempt of either valor or policy.
It must be for valor. As for policy, I hate. I had as least as the brownest as a politician.
Why, then build me thy fortunes upon the basis of valor. Challenge me, the count's youth, to fight with him, hurt him in 11 places. My niece shall take note of it, and assure thyself there is no love broker in the world can more prevail in man's commendation with woman than report of valor.
There is no way but this, Sir Andrew.
Will you bear me a challenge to him?
Go, write it in a martial hand, be cursed and brief. It is no matter how witty, so it be eloquent and fun of invention. Taunt him with a license of ink. If thou him some thrice, it shall not be amiss. And lie as many lies will lie in thy sheet of paper. For if the sheet were as big enough for the bed of ware in England, set him down! Go about it!
Where's
Let
my
there be gall enough in thine ink, though thou write the goose pen, no matter about it.
Where shall I find you?
We'll call thee at the cubiculum. Go! to him, lad, some 2,000 strong, so.
We'll have a rare letter from him, but you'll not deliver it?
Never trust me then, and by all means stir unto the youth to an answer. I believe oxen and wainwrights cannot hail him together, for Andrew, if you are open and you find so much blood in his liver as will clog the foot of a flea, I will eat the rest of the anatomy.
And his opposite, the youth, bears in his visage no great presage of cruelty.
Look, for here the youngest red of man comes.
You desire the spleen, and will laugh yourself into stitches. Follow me. Yond gull Malvolio turned heathen, very renegade. For there is no Christian that means to be saved by believing rightly could ever believe such impossible passages of grossness. He's in yellow stockings!
And cross-guarded.
Most villainously. Like a pedant that keeps a school in the church, oh, I have dogged him like his murderer. He does obey every little letter I drop to betray him. He does smile his face into more lines than is in the new map, with the augmentation of the Indies. Oh, you have not seen such a thing as this. I can hardly forbear hurling things at him. I know my lady will strike him, and if she do, he'll smile and take it for a great favor.
Come, bring us to where he is.
Since you make your pledge to every pains, I will no further chide you.
I could not stay behind you. My desire, more sharp than filed steel, bids for me forth, and not all love to see you, those might have drawn one to a longer voyage. Being skilless in these parts, which to a stranger, unguided and unfriended, often rough and unhospitable, my willing love, rather by these arguments of fear, set forth in your pursuit.
Kind Antonio, you no other answer make but thanks and never thanks. Oft good turns are shuffled off with such uncurrent pay. For my work as is my conscious firm, you should find better deal. What's to do? Should we go see the relics of this town?
Tomorrow, sir. Let's first go see a lodging.
I'm not weary. 'Tis long tonight. I pray you, let us satisfy our eyes with the memorials and things of fame that you renown the city.
Would you pardon me? I do not without danger walk these streets. Once, in a sea fight against the Countess galleys, I did some service of such no deed, that if I were ta'en here, it would scarce be answered.
The like you slew a great number of his people.
The offense is not of such a bloody nature, albeit the quality and time of the corona may have well given us bloody argument, and might have since been answered in repaying what we took from them, which, for traffic's sake, most of my city did. Only myself stood out, for which, if I be last in this place, I shall pay dear.
Do not then walk too open.
It doth not fit me. Behold, sir. Here's my purse. In the south suburbs, at the Elephant, is best to lodge. Out of the speaker diet, unless you beguile your time and feed your knowledge of the name of the town. There you shall have me.
Why are your purse?
Haply your eye shall light upon some toy. You have desire to purchase in your store, I think. It's not for idle market, sir.
I'll get your purse spare and leave you for an hour.
To the Elephant.
I do remember.
I've sent after him. He says he'll come. How shall I feast him? What bestow of him? For you just bought more off begged or borrowed. Oh, I speak too loud. Where is Malvolio? He's sad and civil and suits well for a servant of my fortunes. Where is Malvolio?
but in very strange manner. He is sure possessed, madam.
Why, what's the matter? Does he rave?
No, madam, he does nothing but smile. Your ladyship would best have some guard about him if he were to come. For sure, the man is tainted in his wits.
Go call him hither. For I am as mad as he, if sad and merry madness equal be. What ho, Malvolio!
Sweet lady!
Smilest thou? I sent upon thee for a sad occasion.
Sad lady? I could be sad. This, does make some obstruction in the blood, this cross-gartering, but what of that? If it please the eye of one, it is with me as the very true sonnet is. Please one, and please all.
Why, how dost thou, man? What is the matter with thee?
Well, not black in my mind, though yellow in my legs. It did come to his hand, and command shall be executed. I think we do both know the sweet Roman hand.
Well, thou go to bed, Malvolio.
To bed? Aye, sweetheart, and I'll come to thee.
Oh, why dost thou smile so and kiss thy hand so? Oh,
How do you, Malvolio?
At your request, yes, nightingales answer daws.
Why appear you with such ridiculous boldness before my lady?
Well, be not afraid of greatness. 'Twas well writ.
What meanest thou by that, Malvolio?
Some are born great.
Ha!
Some achieve greatness.
What sayest thou?
And some have greatness thrust upon them.
Heaven restore thee!
Remember who commended thy yellow
Thy
stockings?
yellow stockings!
And wished to see thee cross-gartered.
Cross-gartered!
Go to, thou art made
Am
thou
I made?
desirous to be so. If not, let me see thee a servant.
Why did you wear the age summer madness?
Madam, the young gentleman of the Conversinos is returned. I could hardly entreat him back. He attends your ladyship's call.
I'll come to him. Good Maria, let this fellow be looked to. Where's my cousin Toby? Let some of my people have special care of him. I will not have him miscarried for the half of my dowry.
Oh, do you come near me now? No worse man than Sir Toby to look to me. Why, this concurs directly with the letter she sends him on purpose, that I may appear stubborn to him, for she incites me to that in the letter. You know, cast thy humble slough, says she, be opposite with a kinsman, surly with servants, let thy tongue tang with arguments of state, and put thyself into the trick of singularity. And thus sets down the manner how, as a sad face, a reverent carriage, a slow tongue, and in the habit of some sort of note, and so forth. I have limed her, but it is Jove's doing, and Jove make me thankful. And oh, when she went away now, let this fellow be looked to. Not Malvolio, nor after my degree, but fellow. Why, everything adheres together. And no dram of a scruple, no scruple of a scruple, no incredulous or unsafe circumstance. What can be said? Nothing that can be can come between me and the full prospect of my hopes. Well, Jove, not I, is the doer of this, and Jove, make me thankful.
Which way is he in the name of sanctity? If only devils can tell a little, and Legion himself possessed him, then I'll speak to him.
Here he is. How's with you, sir? How's with you, man?
Go off. Ah! I discard you. Let me enjoy my private. Go off.
Oh, how hollow the fiend speaks within him. To God I tell you, Sir Toby, my lady prays you to have a care of him.
Ah, does she so?
Go to, peace. Peace. We must deal with this gently. Let me alone with him. How do you, Malvolio? How is with you?
White man, defy the devil! Consider he's an enemy to mankind!
Do you know what you say?
Not you! And you speak ill of the devil, how he takes it at heart! Pray God he not be bewitched! Carry his water to the wise woman. Mary! Prayer shall be done tomorrow morning. If only my lady would not lose him for more than I'll say.
How now, mistress?
Oh,
Hold thy peace! This is not the way. Do you not see you move him? Let me alone with him.
No way but gentleness. Gently. The beat is rough and will not be roughly used.
How now, my buckhook? How dost thou jump?
Sir!
I bid ye, come with me. White man! 'Tis not for gravity to play a cherry pepper Satan. Hang me, foul collier!
Oh, get him to say his prayers, good Sir Toby. Get him to pray.
Oh, my prayers are minx.
Nay, I warn you. He will not hear of godliness.
Go hang yourselves all. You are idle, shallow things. I am not of your element. You shall know more hereafter.
Is possible.
If this were played on a stage now, I could condemn it as improbable fiction.
His very genius have taken the infection onto the vice man.
Nay, pursue him now, lest the device take air and taint. Why, we shall make him mad indeed. The house will be the quieter.
Come, we'll have him in a dark room and bound. My niece is already in the belief that he's mad. We may carry it thus for our pleasure, and his penance till we're tired out of breath prompt us to have mercy upon him, at which time we will bring the device to the bar and crown thee for a finder of madmen. But see.
More matter for a May morning.
Here's a letter. Read it. Warren, there's vinegar and pepper in it.
Is it so saucy?
I did it. Warren's. Do but read.
Give me. Youth, whatsoever thou art but a scurvy fellow.
Good and valiant.
Wonder not nor admire not in thy mind why I do call thee so, for I will show thee no reason for it.
A good note, though it keeps you on the blow of the law.
Thou comest to the Lady Olivia, and in my sight she uses thee kindly, but thou liest in thy throat. That is not the matter I challenge thee for.
Very brief and exceeding good senseless.
I will waylay thee going home, where if it be thy chance to kill me,
Good!
thou kiss me like a rogue and a villain.
Still you keep on the windy side of the law. Good!
Fare thee well, and God have mercy upon one of our souls. He may have mercy upon mine, but my hope is better. And so look to thyself, thy friend, as thou use him and thy sworn enemy, Andrew Aguchi. If this letter move him not, his legs cannot. I'll give him.
You made a very fit occasion for it. He is now in some commerce with my lady and will by and by depart.
Go, Sir Andrew, scout me for in the corner of the orchard and like a bum bailey. For as soon as thou seest him, draw. And as thou drawest, swear horrible. Before it comes to pass off that a terrible oath with a swaggering accent sharply twanged off, is manhood more a probation than ever proof itself would have earned him. Away!
Hey, let me alone for my swearing.
Now will not I deliver this letter, for the young gentleman gives him out to be of good capacity in breeding. His employment between his lord and my niece confirms no less. Therefore, this letter, being so excellently ignorant, will breed no terror in the youth. Will find that it comes from a clodpole. But, sir, I will deliver his letter by indignation of mouth set upon a Gucci and notable reports of valor, and drive the gentleman, as I know his youth will aptly receive it, into a most hideous opinion of his rage, skill, fury, and impetuosity. This will so fright them both that they will kill each other by the look like cockatrices.
Here he comes with your niece. Give way till they leave, and presently after him.
I will meditate upon some horrid message for a challenge.
I have said too much into a heart of stone and laid mine honor to uncarry out. There is something in me that reproves my fault, but such a headstrong, potent fault it is that it but not reprove.
With the same hate your passion bears goes on my master's grief.
Here, wear this jewel for me. 'Tis my picture. Refuse it not, it hath no tongue to vex you. I'll beseech you come again tomorrow. But shall you ask of me that I'll deny that honor safe may upon asking give?
Nothing but this, your true love for my master.
How with mine honor shall I give that which I have given to you, to him?
I will acquit you.
Well, come again tomorrow, fare thee well. A fiend like me might bear my soul to hell.
God save thee, gentleman.
And you, sir?
That defense thou hast but take thee to it of what nature's a wronger thou hast done him. I know not, but thy interceptor, full of despite, bloody as a hunter, attends thee at the orchard end. Dismount thy tuck-be-yere in preparation, for thy assailant is quick, skillful, and deadly.
You mistake, sir. My remembrance is very free and clear of any image of offense hath done to any man.
You'll find it otherwise, I assure you. Therefore, if you hold your life at any price, but take thee to your God. For your opposite hath in him what youth, strength, skill, and fury can furnish men withal.
I pray you, sir, what kind of man is he?
He is knight, dubbed with unhatched rapier and on carpet consideration. But he is a devil in private brawl. Souls and bodies hath he divorced 3, and his incensement at the moment is so implacable that satisfaction can be none but by sepulchre and the pangs of death. Hobnob is his word, gift or take it.
I shall return again into the house to desire some conduct of the lady. I am no fighter. I have heard of some kind of men who purposely put quarrels on others to taste their valor. Belike this is a man of that work.
Sir, no! His indignation derives itself out of a very content injury. Therefore get you on and give him his desire. Back you shall not to the house unless you undertake with me as much as you might answer him. Therefore honor strip your swords stark, naked, or forswear to wear iron about you.
This is as uncivil as strange. I beseech you, do me the courteous office as to know the night what my offense to him is. It is something of my negligence, nothing of my purpose.
I will do so. Signor Fabian, stay you by this man till my return.
I pray you, do you know of this matter?
Nothing of the circumstance. I know he is incensed against you, even to a mortal arbitrament, but nothing more.
I beseech you, what manner of man is he?
Nothing of that wonderful promise. To read him by his form, as you are like to find him in the proof of his valor. He is indeed, sir, the most skillful, bloody, and fatal opposite you could have found in any part of Illyria. Will you walk towards him? I will make peace with him for you if I could.
I shall be much bound to you for it, for I would rather go with Sir Priest than Sir Knight. I care not who knows of my mettle.
Why, man, he's a very devil! I have not seen such a farrago. I had him pass of him, rapier, stabbing and all, and it gives me the sucking with such a mortal motion that is inevitable. And he surely pays you as your feet hit the ground they step on. You say he has been ventured to the sulky. Popstone, I'll not meddle with him. Aye, but he will not be pacified now. Fabian, get scarce over yonder.
So cunning defense. I'd be damned good I had challenged him. Let him let the matter slip. I'll go by horse. Break Capulets.
Stay here, I'll make the motion. Make a good show on it. This will end without the perdition of souls. Mary, I'll ride your horse as well as I ride you. Have this horse to take up the quarrel, I have persuaded him the youth's a devil.
He is as horribly conceited. Handsome, looks pale as if a bear were at his heels.
There's no remedy, sir. He will fight with you for oath's sake. Mary, he hath bethought himself of his quarrel. Therefore, draw for the supportance of his vow. protests he will not hurt you.
Oh, pray God, defend me. Something as little as this should show how much I lack of a man.
Give ground if you see him furious.
Come, Sir Andrew, there's no remedy, for gentleman will, his honor's sake, he will have one bout with you. But he has promised, as he is a gentleman and a soldier, he will not hurt you. On to it.
Pray God to keep his oath.
I do assure you, it is against my will.
This young gentleman have done offense. I take the fault on me. If you offend him, I, for him, defy you.
You, sir, what are you?
One, sir, that for his love there is yet do more than you have heard him brag to you he will.
Nay, if you be an undertaker, I am for you.
Oh, good sir, tell me home. Here come the officers. Pray, sir, put up your sword if you please.
Very well, sir, for that I promise you I'll be as good as my word. He will bear you easily and rage well.
This is the man. Do thy office. Antonio, I have mercy and pursuit to Count Orsino.
You do mistake me, sir.
No, sir. No, John. I know your favor well. Though now you have no sea cap upon your head. Take him away. He knows I know him well.
I must obey. This comes with seeking you, but there's no remedy for it. I shall answer it. What will you do? Now my necessity makes me ask you for my purse. It grieves me much more what I cannot do for you than what befalls myself. You stand amazed, but be of comfort.
Come, sir. Away.
I must entreat of you some of that money.
What money, sir? For the fair kindness you have shown me in part being prompted by your present trouble, out of my lean and low ability, I'll lend you something. My having is not much, but I'll make division of my present to you. Behold, here's half my coffer.
Will you deny me now? Is it possible that my debtors to you can lack persuasion? Do not tempt my misery, lest it make me so unsound a man as to upbraid those kindnesses I have done for you.
I know of none, nor know I you by voice or any other feature. I hate ingratitude in a man more than lying, vainness, babbling, drunkenness, or any other tainted vice that corrupts our frail blood.
All the heavens themselves.
Come, sir, I pray you, go.
Let me speak a little. This youth that you see here, I snatched one half out of the jaws of death, relieved him with such sanctity of love, and to his image, which we thought did prove most venerable worth, did I devotion.
What's that to us? The time goes by. Away.
But oh, how vile and idle proves this God thou hast, Sebastian, done good feature shame. In nature there is no such blemish but the mind. None can be called deformed but the unkind. Virtue is beauty, but the beauty is evil. Our empty trunks are flourished by the devil.
This man grows mad. Come, sir.
Lead me on.
Methinks his words too from such passion fly, that he believes himself. So do not I. Oh, prove true, imagination, prove true, that I, dear brother, am now taken for you.
Come hither, Fabian, come hither, knight. We'll whisper or a couplet or two of most sage sauce.
He names Sebastian, even such and so as my brother, yet living in my glass, in the same fashion, color, ornament. Oh, if it prove true, tempests are kind, salt waves fresh in love.
A very dishonest poultry boy, and more a coward than a hare. His dishonesty appears in leaving his friend in necessity and denying him. Therefore, for his cowardship, ask Fabian.
The coward, a most devout coward, religious in it.
Slight, I can beat him. Do cuff him soundly, but never draw thy sword.
All right, I'll draw my sword. Come, let's see the event.
I dare lay money, 'twill be nothing yet.
You make me believe I'm not sent for you.
Go to. Thou art a foolish fellow. Let me be clear of thee.
Well, how about the cake? No, I do not know you, nor am I sent to you by my lady. Nor is your name not Master Cesario either. No, nor is that my news either. Nothing that is so is so.
Prithee, vent thy folly somewhere else. Thou knowest me not.
vent my folly. Thou hast heard the word of some great man, vent my folly. I fear this world, this great lover, to prove a cockney. Unrid thy strangers, and tell me what I shall vent to my lady. Shall I vent to her that thou art coming?
Depart from me. There is money. Tarry longer, I shall give worse favors.
By my troth, thou hast an open hand. These wise men that give fools money give themselves a good report. At 14 years of practice.
Now, sir, have I met you again?
There's for thee. And there. There! And all the people
Oh, throw your dagger on the house! This I will tell my lady straight. I will not be in some of your coats for 2 pence.
Come on, sir, come on, come on. Halt!
Nay, let him alone. I'll run away to work with him. I'll have an action of battery against him. Go on, Struckle first. There's no need for that.
Let go thy hand!
Come on, sir, I will not let you go! Come on, my young soldier, put up your iron! You are well fleshed, come on!
I will be free from me! What wouldest thou now? If thou darest tempt me further, draw thy sword!
What? Nay, then I must have an ounce or two of this Malford blood from you!
Hold, Sir Toby, on thy life I charge thee, hold! The enemies are so gracious, friend! Fit for the mountains and the barbarous gates of manners now were preached out of thy sight! Rose be she's gone! I pray thee, gentle friend, that there was another passion swaying this thou uncivil and unjust extent against thy peace. Go with me to my house, and hear thou there how many fruitless pranks this ruffian hath botched up. And Father, by me, smile at this. Thou shalt not choose but go, do not deny. Assure his soul for me. He has started one poor heart of mine and me.
What relish is in this? How runs the stream? I am mad, or else this is a dream. Fancy still my sense in life's steep. If thus be to dream, still let me sleep.
Nay, I prithee, for thou be ruled by me.
That if I will.
Say so and so be!
Nay, I prithee, from this gown and this beard, make them believe thou art Sir Topus the Curate. Do it quickly, or call Sir Toby the while.
Well, I'll put it on and dissemble myself in it. I would I were the first to dissemble in such a gown. No, I'm not tall enough to become the function well, nor lean enough to be thought of as a good student. But to be said a honest man and a good housekeeper goes as far as to say a careful man and a great scholar. The competitors enter.
Joe bless thee, Master Parson.
Bongo dias, Sir Toby. Has no hermit of Prague that's never saw pen and ink said kindly to the niece of King Gorbaduke. That is, and I, being Master Parson, am Master Parson, and what is that but that, and is but is.
To him, Sir Topus.
What ho I say? Peace in this prison!
Who calls there?
Setopus, the curate, who comes to visit Malvolio, the lunatic!
Setopus, good! Setopus, go to my lady!
Out! Hypophonical fiend! How vexed out this man talketh nothing but of ladies!
Knave counterfeits well, a good knave.
Setopus, never was man thus wronged. Good Setopus, do not think I am mad. They have laid me here in hideous darkness.
Out, Satan! Oh, I am one of the gentle ones who use the devil himself with courtesy. Thou complainest, the house is dark.
As how, Setopus?
Why, it has bay windows, transparent as barricados, and the clear stones to the south north are as lustrous as ebony. And yet thou complainest of obstruction?
I am not mad, Setopus. I say to you, this house is dark.
I say there is no darkness, but ignorance, and thou art more puzzled than the Egyptians in their form.
I say this house is as dark as ignorance, though ignorance were as dark as hell. And I say there was never man thus abused. I am no more mad than you are. Make the trial of it, in any constant question.
What is the opinion of Pythagoras concerning wild fowl?
That the soul of our grandam might happily inhabit a bird.
What thinkest thou of his opinion?
Well, I think nobly of the soul, sir, and no way approve his opinion.
Very well. Remain thou still in darkness. Thou shalt hold the opinion of Pythagoras ere I will allow of thy wits, lest thou dispossess the soul of thy granddam. Very well.
Setopus!
My most exquisite Setopus.
Nay, I'm for all waters.
Thou mightst have noticed about my beard and gown. He sees thee not.
To him in thine own voice, and bring me word of how thou find'st him. Would we were well rid of this knavery, and if he were so conveniently delivered, I would he were forward. I am so far in defense of my niece that I cannot pursue with any safety the sport to the upshot. To come by and by to my chamber.
Hey, Robin, Johnny Robin, tell me how thy lady does.
Fool!
My lady's unkind, purdy.
A fool!
Alas, why is she so?
No fool, I say!
She loves another. Who calls?
Good fool, as ever thou wilt deserve well at my hand, help me to a candle and pen, ink and paper. As I am a gentleman, I will live to be thankful to thee for it.
Master Malvolio.
Aye, good fool.
How fell you besides your 5 wits?
Fool, there was never a man so notoriously abused. I am as well in my wits, fool, as thou art.
But as well. Then thou art mad indeed, and no better wits than a fool.
No, they have here propertied me, keep me in darkness, send ministers to me, the asses, and do all they can to face me out of my wits.
Advise what you say. The minister is here. Malvolio, Malvolio, thy wits the heavens restore. Endeavor thyself to sleep, and leave thy vain bibble babble.
Setopus!
Maintain no words with him. Good fellow. Who I, sir? Not I, sir. Oh, God be with you, Sir Topus. Mary, amen. I will, sir, I will.
Sir, fool! I say!
Lads, sir, be patient. I'm checked for speaking to you.
Good fool, some light and some paper. I tell thee, I am as well in my wits as any man in Illyria.
Well, the day that you were, sir.
By this hand I am. Good fool, some ink, paper, and light, and convey what I will set down to my lady. I tell thee, it shall advantage thee more than ever the bearing of letter D.
Tell me, are you not mad indeed, or do you but counterfeit?
Believe me, I am not. I tell thee true.
Nay, I shall never believe a madman till I see his brains. I will fetch you some light, paper, and ink.
O fool, I'll requite it in the highest degree. I prithee be gone.
I am gone, sir, and anon, sir. I'll be with you again in a trice. Like 2 bees of Laertes' rage and his wrath cries, ah, ha, to the devil. Like a mad lad, hell I nails that. I do, mad devil.
This is the air. This glorious sun. This pearl she gave me, I do feel it. I do see it. There's wonder that wraps me thus. There's no madness. Where is Antonio then? I could not find him at the Elephant, yet there he was, and there I found this credit. He did range the town to seek me out. His counsel do me a golden service. But my soul disputes well with my sense that this is some error, but no madness. It doth this accident, thought of fortune so far exceed all instance, and all discourse that I am ready to distrust mine eyes, in wrangle with my reason that persuades me to any other trust, but that I am mad. Whilst the lady's mad. Yet, for so she cannot sway her house, command her followers, take and give back affairs in their dispatch with such a smooth, discreet, and stable bearing as I perceive she does. There's something in it that is deceivable. Here the lady comes.
Blame not this haste of mine. If you mean well, go with me in this holy man into the chantry by, and there, under that consecrated roof, plight me in the full assurance of your faith, so that my most jealous and too undoubtful soul may live in peace. He shall conceal it. Whilst you are willing, it shall come to naught. What time will my celebrations keep according to my birth? What do you say?
We'll go with this holy man. Having sworn truth, ever will be true.
Then lead the way, good father, and may the heavens so shine that they may fairly note this act of mine.
Now, as thou lovest me, let me read his letter.
Oh, good Master Fabian, grant me another request.
Anything.
Do not desire to see this letter.
This is to give a dog, and in recompense, desire my dog again.
Belong you to the Lady Olivia, friends?
Aye, sir, we have some of her trappings.
I know thee well. How dost thou, my good fellow?
Better for my foes, worse for my friends.
Well, just the contrary, the better for thy friends.
No, sir, the worse.
How can that be?
Well, my friends, they praise me. Make an ass of me. My foes tell me plainly, I am an ass. Therefore, I profit in the knowledge of myself. And by my friends, I am abused.
Why, this is excellent.
By my troth, though, please you to be one of my friends.
Thou shalt not be the worse for me. There's gold.
Oh, I wish you could make it another.
Oh, you give me ill counsel.
Oh, then put your grace in your pocket and let your flesh and blood obey it.
Well, I will be so much a sinner as to be a double dealer. There's another.
Primo, secundo, tertio is a good play. The old saying is, the tripix pays for it all. The tripix is a good tripling measure, like the bells of Saint Manette. 1, 2, 3.
You can fool no more money out of me at this throw. But if you let your lady know I'm here to speak and bring her along with you, it may wake my bounty further.
Oh, then lullaby your bounty till I come again. I go, sir. But I would not have you think that my desire is having the sin of covetousness. But as you said, sir, lullaby your bounty till I come again. Wicked or not.
Here comes the man, sir, that did rescue me.
That face of his I do remember well. Yet when I saw it last, it was besmeared as black as Vulcan in the smoke of war. A bawbling vessel was he captain of, for shallow draught and bulk unprizable, with which such scathful grapple did he make with the most noble bottom of our fleet. That very envy and tongue of loss cried fame and honor on him. What's the matter?
Orsino, this is that Antonio that took the Phoenix and her prop from Candy, where your nephew Titus lost his leg. Here in the streets, desperate of shame and of state, in private rabble did we apprehend him. He drew on my side, was kind to me, yet put strange speech upon me, and 'twas but distraction.
Notable pirate, thou saltwater thief, what foolish boldness brought you to their mercies, whom thou in terms so bloody and so dear hast made thine enemies?
Orsino, noble sir, be pleased that I shake off these names you give me. Antonio never yet was pirate or thief, though I confess, on base and ground enough, Orsino's enemy. The witchcraft drew me hither, that most ingrateful boy there by your side. From the rude seas and rage and foaming mouth did I redeem. A wreck past hope he was. His life I gave him, and thereto did add my love, without retention or restraint, all his in dedication. For his sake did I expose myself, pure for his love, into the danger of this adverse town. True to defend him when he was beset, where, being apprehended, his false cunning, not meaning to partake with me in danger, taught him to face me out of his acquaintance, and grew 20 years removed thinking of one wink. Denied me my own purse, which I had recommended to his use not half an hour before.
How can this be? When came he to this town?
Today, my lord, and for 3 months before. No interim, not a minute's vacancy. Both day and night did we keep company.
Sir,
Here comes the Countess. Now heaven walks on earth. But for thee, fellow, thy words are madness. 3 months this youth hath petted upon me. Will more of that anon take him aside?
What would my lord, but that he may not have, wherein Olivia may seem serviceable. Cesario, you do not keep promise.
Madam,
Gracious.
What do you say, Cesario?
good my lord. My lord would speak. My duty hushes me.
If it ought to be the old tune, my lord, it is as fat and fulsome to mine ears howling after music.
Still so cruel.
Still so constant, lord.
What to perverseness, you uncivil lady? To whose ingrate and unauspicious altars my soul the faithfullest offerings hath breathed out that ere devotion tendered. What shall I do?
Even would it please my lord that shall become him.
And why should I not? Had I the heart to do it, like to the Egyptian thief at point of death, kill what I love. A savage jealousy that sometimes savors nobly. But hear me this, since you to non-regardance cast my faith, and since I partly know the instrument that screws me from my true place in your favor, lives you, the marble-breasted tyrant still. But this your minion, whom I know you love, and whom, by heaven I swear, I tender dearly. Him I will tear out of that cruel eye where he sits crowned in his master's spite. Come, boy, with me. My thoughts are ripe in mischief. I'll sacrifice the lamb that I do love, to spite the raven's hearts within a dove.
And I, most jocund apt and willingly, to do your rest, 1,000 deaths would die.
Where goes Cesario?
After him I love. More than I love these eyes, more than my life, more than all more shall I e'er love wife. If I do faint from you witnesses above, punish my life for the tainting of my love.
Come away.
Cesario, husband! Stay!
Husband?
I, husband! And he that deny.
Her husband! Sirrah!
No, my lord, not I.
Alas, it is the basis of my fear that makes thee strangle thy propriety. Fear not, Cesario. Take thy fortunes out. Be that thou knowest thou art, and then thou art as great as that thou fearest. Oh, welcome, father, and charge thee by thy reverend pugilism. Though lately we intended to keep in darkness what occasion now reveals before 'tis right.
A contract of eternal bond of love, confirmed by the mutual joinder of your hands, attested by the holy clause of lips, strengthened by the interchangement of your rings, and all the ceremony of this compact, sealed in my function by my testimony, since when my watch hath told me, toward my grave, I traveled but 2 hours.
O thou disassembling come! What wilt thou be when time hath so to grizzle on thy case? For will not else thy craft so quickly grow that thine own trip shall be thine overthrow? Farewell and take her. but direct thy feet where thou and I henceforth may never meet.
My lord, I do protest!
Oh, do not swear, have little faith, though thou hast too much fear.
For the love of God, a surgeon, send him presently to Sir Toby.
What is the matter?
He has broke my head across and has given Sir Toby a bloody coxcomb too. For the love of God, your help, and rather than 40 pounds I wear at home.
Who has done this to you, Sir Andrew?
The Count's gentleman, one Cesario. We took him for a coward, but he's the very devil's incarnate.
My gentleman Cesario.
Ah, lifelings, here he is! You have broke my head for nothing, and for that I did, I was set out to do it by Sir Toby.
Why do you speak to me? You drew your sword upon me without cause. I bespoke you fair and hurt you not.
The bloody coxcomb be a hurt, you have hurt me. I think you said nothing by a bloody coxcomb. Here comes Sir Toby halting. You shall hear more. If he had not been a drink, he would have beat you otherwise than he did.
How now, gentlemen? How is it with you?
That's all one has hurt me. Sought did see the surgeon sought.
Oh, he is drunk. Sir Toby and I were gone. His eyes were set at 8 in the morning.
Then passing measures pat him and I hate a drunken rogue.
Away with them. Who hath made this havoc with them?
I'll help you, Sir Toby. Well, be dressed together.
Will you help? An asshead and a coxcomb and a knave, a thin-faced knave, a go!
Get him to bed, and let his hurt be looked to.
Madam, I'm sorry. I've hurt your kinsman. But had it been the brother of my blood, I would have done no less with wit and safety. You are stranger guard upon me, and I do perceive it hath offended you. Pardon me, sweet one, even for the vows we made to each other but so long ago.
One face, one voice, one heaven, and two persons? A natural perspective that is and is not.
Antonio! Oh, my dear Antonio, how the arts of racked and tortured me since I've lost thee.
Sebastian, are you?
Fearest thou that, Antonio?
How have you made deficient of yourself? An apple clipped in two is no more twin than these two creatures. Which is Sebastian?
Most wonderful!
Do I stand there? I never had a brother. Nor can that deity be in my nature of here and everywhere. A sister, whom the blind ways and surges have devoured. Of charity, what kin are you to me? What countryman? What name? What parentage?
Oh, Messeline, Sebastian was my father, and such a Sebastian was my brother too. When he went to his watery suit, and if spirits can assume both form and suit, you come to fright us.
A spirit I am indeed, and in that dimension grossly clad, from which the womb I did participate. Were you a woman as the rest goes even? Should my tears that fall upon your cheek and say thrice welcome, drowned Viola.
My father had a mole upon his brow.
So had mine.
He died that day when Viola had turned 13 years.
That record is lively in my soul. He indeed finished his mortal act that day that made my sister 13 years.
If nothing but this to make us happy both, my masculine usurper tyrant, do not embrace me until each circumstance of time, place, and fortune do cohere and jump that I am Viola. Which to prove, I'll bring you to a captain in this town, where lie my maiden weeds, whose by gentle help I have been preserved to serve this noble count. All the occurrence of my fortune since hath been between this lady and this lord.
So comes it, lady, you have been mistook, but nature to her bias drew in that. You would have been contracted to a maid, nor are you therein by my life deceived. You were contracted to a maid and man.
Be not amazed. Right noble is his blood. If this be so, as yet the glass seems true, I shall have share in this most happy wreck. Boy, thou hast said to me 1,000 times, thou never shouldst love woman like to me.
And all those sayings will I overswear, and those swearings prove true, that o'er the continent of fire that severs day from night.
Then give me thy hand, and let me see thee in thy woman's weeds.
I will bring you to a captain in this town, where lie my maiden garments. He is an endurance at mobilium suit, a gentleman, and a follower of my ladies. He shall acquit him. Oh, and yet, alas, now I remember me. They say, poor gentleman, he is much distracted. A most distracting frenzy of mine own most clearly banished his. How does he, sirrah?
He holds Beelzebub at slaves and as any man in his case may do. Oh, he's writ here a letter to you. I should have delivered it to you today's mornings, but a madman's epistles are no gospels, and it skills not much when delivered.
Open it and read it.
Oh. Then look to be well edified when the fool delivers to the madman. By the Lord, Vincent, you
How now art thou mad?
No, madam, I do but read madness, and someone of your ladyship should have as read as it ought to be. Thou must allow vox.
I prithee read I right wit.
To read an I right wit is to read thus. Therefore, repent, princess, and give ear. But
Read it you, sirrah.
By the Lord, madam, you wrong me, and the world shall know it. Though you have put me into darkness and given your drunken cousin rule over me, yet have I the benefit of my senses as well as your ladyship. I have your own letter that induced me to the semblance I put on, with the which I doubt not but to do myself much right or you much shame. Think of me as you please. I leave my duty a little unthought of and speak out of my injury. The madly used Malvolio.
Did he write this?
I, madam.
This savors not much of distraction.
See him delivered. Fabian, bring him hither. My lord, so please you these things further thought on, to think me as well as a sister, as a wife.
I, madam, I am most apt to embrace your offer. Your master quits you, and for your service done him, so much against the metal of your sex, so far beneath your soft and tender breeding. And since you've called me master for so long, here's my hand. You shall from this time be your master's mistress.
A sister. You are she. Oh!
Is this the madman?
Alas, so it seems.
Lady, you have done me wrong. Notorious wrong.
Have I, Malvolio? No.
Lady, you have. Pray you peruse that letter. You must not now deny it is your hand. Write from it if you can. In hand or phrase or fate is not your seal nor your invention. You can say none of this. Well, grant it then and tell me in the modesty of honor why you have given me such clear lights of favor. Bade me come smiling and cross-guarded to you, to put on yellow stockings, and to frown upon Sir Toby and the lighter people. And acting this in an obedient hope, why you have suffered me to be imprisoned, kept in a dark house, visited by the priest. Made the most notorious deck and gull that ever invention played on. Just tell me why.
Alas, Malvolio, this is not my writing, though out of question, much like the character, but 'tis Maria's hand. And now I do bethink me it was she that first told me thou wast mad, and then camest in smiling and presupposed on which forms here in the letter. Prithee be content. This practice hath most surely passed upon thee. But when we know the grounds and authors of it, thou shalt be the plaintiff and the judge of thine own cause.
Good madam, hear me speak, and let no brawl nor no quarrel come to taint the present condition of this hour which I have wondered at. In hopes that it shall not, I most freely confess that Sir Toby and I set this device against Malvolio here. Maria writ the letter, and in recompense, Toby married her. May we pluck on laughter rather than revenge, and in the injuries justly weighed, on both sides happily passed.
Alas, poor fool, how they have baffled thee.
Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrown upon them. I was one in this interlude. One Sir Topaz. What do you remember? By the Lord, fool, I am not mad. Lady, why do you laugh at such a barren rascal and smile not? Look, he is gagged, and thus the whirligig of time brings in his revenge.
I'll be revenged on the whole pack of you! No!
He has been most notoriously abused.
Pursue him and entreat him to a peace. He hath not told us of the captain yet. When that is known and when golden time convents, a solemn combination shall be made between our dear souls. Meantime, sweet sister, we will not part from hence. Cesario, come, or so you will be while you are still a man. But when in other habits you are seen, Orsino's mistress and his fancy's queen.
When that I was a tiny little boy with the hey-ho wind in the rain. A foolish thing was but a toy from the rain, it rained every day. But when I came onto my bed with the hey-ho wind in the rain, with tosspots still had drunken heads from the rain, it rained every day. But when I came to man's estate with the hey-ho wind in the rain, gets knaves and thieves men shut their gates for the rain, it rained every day. But when I came alas to wide with the hey-ho wind in the rain, by swaggering I couldn't thrive for the rain, it rained every day. But when I came onto my beds with the hey-ho wind in the rain, with tosspots still had drunken heads, for the rain it rained every day. And that's all one, our play is done, and we'll strive to please you every day.
Sail,